What's up, gamers? If you've been watching my videos for more than 5 seconds, you'll know that I'm a bit of a Pokemon fan. I've been a huge fan of the series for a good number of years now, but one thing I've never really gotten into is the Pokemon anime, and since I happen to not be doing much right now, I've decided to get caught up on all 22 seasons of the show, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the first 2 seasons, Indigo League and Adventures in the Orange Islands. So, let's get started with Season 1.
First thing I'd like to say is that this first season is kind of a mess. There are multiple instances of impossible type matchups working just fine, real-world animals, and things like guns or Christianity that just would feel extremely out of place in modern Pokemon. Not to mention the numerous banned episodes. There are a handful of episodes that either never aired in the US or were heavily censored because of one thing or another. Sometimes these episodes can cause continuity errors, like how the episode where Ash catches 30 Tauros got banned, so he just randomly has 30 Tauros somehow. Indigo League is the only season of the anime I've watched in the past, so I had a rough idea of what I was getting into. The show follows Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town and his Pikachu as they travel around the Kanto region collecting badges to compete in the Indigo League tournament. Also early on, he meets Brock and Misty, who follow him and support him on his adventure. Each episode consists of Ash and Co. arriving in some new place, running into a problem, usually involving Team Rocket, and are forced to solve it with their Pokemon. Pretty standard stuff for a kid's show. Most of the time, I was looking like this while I was watching. Some of the episodes can get pretty fillerish and boring. You do get the occasional good episode, but you'll have to sift through a lot of trash to find them. Now prepare for trouble, because I'm gonna talk about Team Rocket real quick. Sometimes they can be the best part of the show, and sometimes they can be the worst part of the show. In some episodes they play a key role in the plot, while in others they show up just to get sent packing. My favorite part of the season is the Pokemon League tournament. Instead of just a long corridor with a few bimbos in it, the anime's Pokemon League is a tournament with hundreds of different trainers. Most of the Pokemon League episodes are just long Pokemon battles, but that's good. They're cool, they're fun, I like them. But the best part is the way it ends. You'd expect Ash to win the Pokemon League because he's the main character. Of course he wins. But he doesn't. He loses. Having him lose forces him to learn from his mistakes. If you look at the episodes where Ash trains for the Pokemon League, you never actually see him do much training. He always just puts it off to do something more fun. So having him lose the league makes perfect sense. So overall, Indigo League was okay. I mean, it's nothing phenomenal, but it's also not hot garbage. But now, it's time to talk about the Orange Islands. Season 2 is as filler gets. Not only is most of the season filler with few plot-affecting episodes, but the season itself is just filler between Indigo League and Johto Journeys, the 3rd season. If this is me watching Indigo League, then this is me watching Orange Islands. Professor Oak wants Ash to retrieve the GS ball from his colleague Professor Ivy in the Orange Archipelago. I don't know why she couldn't just send it by mail, but whatever. So they go to get it, and Ash learns that there is a Pokemon League in the Orange Islands and wants to challenge it. Also, Brock has the hots for Professor Ivy and stays with her for the rest of the season. He gets replaced by Tracy in the next episode, who's kind of just Brock, but more boring. From this point forward, you could probably watch the rest of the episodes up to the Pokemon League in any order you want. All of them start with Ash and the gang traveling on Lapras through the ocean, Ash getting hungry or something, and then needing to stop on an island where wacky hijinks ensues and they leave. I'm sure you could understand why this could get boring, but Indigo League did the same thing, so why is Orange Island so much more boring? I don't know. It just is. The Pokemon League this time around is just one long battle against one guy. I mean, it's a cool battle, but it's just missing the same excitement as the tournament from the first season. This time, however, Ash actually wins, which, yeah, I mean, he hasn't changed much as a trainer, but it was only one battle and maybe a little bit of luck was involved, so yeah, I guess he earns it. So now that that's all done, they go back to Pallet Town to give Oak the GS ball, only for him to tell Ash to take it to Kurt in the Johto region, but that will have to be for a future video. As for the first 2 seasons of the Pokemon anime, I'd say that they're an interesting look back to a time before Pokemon lore really became set in stone. The actual quality of these seasons is far from great, so should you watch it?
I mean, I guess if you want to. It makes for a good background show, something you don't have to pay much attention to. Thanks for watching.